We're live. Hi, hello. Welcome back. I wanted to talk about uh, the progress thus far. I saw that my 60-day weight loss transformation thing, little progress markers, have been doing really well. So I wanted to kind of give an update to that. So I kind of have like a little paper, little cheat sheet to kind of help me out with the numbers and stuff like that. I did not put the dates actually. Now that I think about it, so it's just like, oh, okay. I probably should have like roughly put the dates, but I know October was kind of when this all started. Um, that was, the kickoff for everything, literally, because while I loved everything that I put out content wise for Halloween and like, the whole month of October, seeing like obviously like my face and my body every day in the different outfits and the different makeup, trying to get my hair to do anything that I wanted it to do, was just a constant uphill battle. So I wanted to just be done with it, like for real this time, because there's been so many times in my life, and like you can see it in my channel and on like my Instagram specifically, and like maybe Facebook and stuff like that too, that I really just kind of was like, okay, multiple times in my life I was like, no, I'm really gonna do it this time. And it was like, okay, so I do it for like, or like a New Year's thing. I'd do it around New Year's and be like, okay, I'm really gonna do it this time. And then I was so I just wanted to actually like start. And I was like, why am I waiting till New Year's? Like, why am I gonna, you know, not waste, but why am I not gonna utilize to the best of my ability like October, November, December? Like that's 3 months. Like a lot can change in 3 months. So October, I was sitting at about 282, 83 ish pounds. No, I knew I should have turned off the AC, but it's okay. We're just going to keep rolling. So, October, I started off basically like probably closer to 285 if I'm being completely honest with myself. So 285 pounds in that ballpark and stuff like that. And you could really see it, and especially in like my punky like plus size Tinkerbell look like really it took so much for me to post that one. Like I hated that I put so much time and money and effort into something and making something like really what I thought was like cool and unique and not done yet. But and maybe someone has and I just haven't seen it. But you know, it is what it is. And I wanted to be so proud of it, and I couldn't be proud of it because I was just like, I look so sad. I look so mushed. And I was just like, no, like this isn't the sauce. So it was really on the 31st when we got the gym memberships that I was like, okay, no, like for real, like we need to do this. And it's mostly, me, like obviously it's my body and I'm the one having the issues with it, so I'm going to be the one to change it. But I realized that the following day, I think that's when we lost yeah, no, I don't even want to talk about it. But so there was lots of loss in November, and while some of it was like personal to me, the rest of it like wasn't. And so it really just kind of like jarred me to see like people who I thought were considerably young doing so poorly health wise, and or like just like snuffing them out, which low key traumatized me. But I do think that that was the biggest push and the biggest motivator for me to get off my butt and just kind of like be like, no, life's too short. And if I'm unhappy about it, I need to change it. So I did. So October was like that 285 range. I dropped down after like the end of the month of November. I was out of the 280s and well into the 270s. It was really, really good. And then after probably, I think it was December. December, I hit like a good stride for the beginning of the month, and I did Vlogmas, which was really, really fun. And that was the first time I did Vlogmas all the way through. So I was really, really proud of myself. And I was feeling more and more hopeful, and I felt like I was getting stronger and I'm doing better. And I don't run out of breath so easily when I come up and down the stairs, like little things here and there. And like my clothes fit better. Um, and I'm not like skinny all of a sudden now by any stretch of the imagination, but I do feel a slight difference, even though I don't fully see it yet, unless I look at like pictures like side by side. So there's that part. So October, November, December. December was like in the 260 range. So that was really, really cool. And honestly, from December to kind of like a couple days ago, I had really hit a plateau. I had hit a wall in my progress. And I was like, I'm going to the gym Monday through Friday, without fail. And I'm doing my cardio, I'm doing my weightlifting, I'm increasing my weights, I'm increasing my reps. Like, I felt like I should be seeing some progress, and I felt like I was eating pretty darn good. But I realized that there was a few things about my diet that I was still hanging on to, and I have real big issues with portion size still. So that's something that I'm probably gonna struggle with for another couple of months until like I really get a hold of it. But I can acknowledge that, and I've been drinking lots of water, and I'm actually this isn't food coloring. This is blue spirulina with chlorophyll. And I think I put lemon juice and apple cider vinegar in it. So just lots of things to like debloat because like I can get really puffy like all right in here and like in the lymph nodes and stuff like that. So I try to combat that with food and not medicine because that's just what works for me and it feels good. And then, yeah, so I basically hit 267 and I was like, okay, I was super happy, obviously going from like what 285 to like what was it, 267, like that's a good bit of weight loss, but putting in all this work, putting in all this effort, it was getting really, really, really discouraging to see that there was not like a definitive thing going on with my weight loss, but I was getting stronger. So I was like, yada yada, that whole muscle weighs more than fat type of thing. But you know, I still, got in my head a little bit and got discouraged. I did not slow my roll. I did not stop working out. I did not stop doing good. I didn't throw it all away, which is something I normally do. I normally would throw it all away at that point. So I'm very proud of myself for not doing that. But I definitely felt like, oh, this is kind of pointless. Is it going to be like all the other times? Like 3 months is probably like, we're going on 4 months. It's the 20th right now. So it's like, we're almost to a point where it's like, okay, like we've been doing this for 4 months now. This is probably the longest I've ever stuck to it for this like consecutive of a run. And so I just was like, okay, we're going to do this. It's going to be good stuff. I have made the decision, conscious decision. And then I posted that short. And I really didn't want to because it showed me that first one of me on the elliptical with the gray long sleeve and I think the black sweats. That was the first day we went into the gym, like the very first. So that was on October 31st. And seeing myself at that size was just like, meh. It was very like, damn, like I really thought I was okay at that point for such a long time. And like, obviously that was delusional. And like, I wasn't feeling, my healthiest or my strongest or my best. And I was getting out of breath and winded about like really silly things. So I knew it was time for change. So now with this stuff all going on and with life changing yet again, I'm trying to readjust to everything. I think I'm doing a fantastic job. I'm working with what I have, and I think the weight is going to hopefully stay coming off. So I hit that wall at 267. So basically from like the bottom half of like December all the way through to like probably like 3 4 days ago maybe, or like the Monday, or let's just say Monday. It was around Monday I think I finally saw a dip and it was 266 and I was like, oh my god, like let's throw a party. But I was just like, man, like it took like almost a whole month to see a 1 pound difference. And I was like, am I doing something wrong? Is there something going on? And I've heard about everyone talk about the plateaus. And normally when I hit my plateau, I get discouraged and I fall off the wagon and then I need to start all over again. But I did not. I maintained and I maintained and I maintained. And there was basically like not very much change over like the course of that month. And then now I am going to kind of, oh my gosh, I forgot that this was even on. Whoops. Okay, so now that that's all done, I realized that I was just like, okay, I hopefully I pushed past it. I scooted down and I saw that today it was 264, and that's the lowest I've weighed in probably like a year at this point. So, feeling pretty good about my progress now that the plateau is over. But I will say the plateau was extremely discouraging. Posting that short of me with that day one, like on the elliptical. So, just for like a little reference, day one of me on the elliptical was me with level 2 resistance on it, and I was toast after 5 minutes. If that doesn't tell you how out of shape I was, I don't know what does. That I couldn't be on the elliptical for 5 minutes at level 2 versus that last shot of me moving pretty good at level 18 for 15 minutes. So I've been able to do the 5 minutes plus some extra, obviously, an extra 10 slapped onto the 5 minutes. And I've been able to consistently up the resistance and not be like, oh my God, it's so slow that I'm not even like keeping up the pace so that it like automatically does the paused workout thing that like ellipticals like to do when you don't spin them fast enough. So yeah, that that kind of encompasses everything that I was kind of going through. And it was so nice to be able to show and share that. And I'm glad it was received so well. I was actually really surprised and pretty shocked. I think it just hit like 10K like views, which is I don't think I've ever in the history of social media for me have ever gotten something that has that many views. So I do want to say thank you to everyone who's supporting me and supporting the channel and creating like a sense of community here. It's what I've always kind of like wanted is like my own little. I don't need to control the whole internet, but I'd like a little corner of it, a little corner, and just like to have cool people, cool like-minded people that enjoy the same stuff or need the motivation or need the help or whatever, because that was me for so long. Is I needed the motivation, I needed the help, and I still do. Don't get me wrong, still do. I'm no professional or expert in any way, shape, or form. I just know that this is what's working for me right now, and I'm very grateful for it, and I'm very thankful. So yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that like the support, the overwhelming support on that YouTube short has been kind of another thing like helping keeping me going, because I'm like, wow, like I can be held accountable by like 10,000 other people whose eyeballs are on me and who are like, yeah, good job, this is great, keep it up, like put in the work. And I'm like, yeah. And so like I hear that now in my head, like I hear like those positive comments that were said like all throughout that video, and I can always go back and reference them and be like, oh my gosh, like this is amazing, like people love this, and like I love that they're loving it because it's something good for me at the end of the day. And like if it can help somebody else and if it can help motivate somebody else, more like all the more reasons to be grateful for all the things. I don't think I want to go past 15 minutes, so I'm gonna try to wrap it up. Hold up. Gonna take a sip. All right. Whew. So thank you. It's been such a wonderful ride so far. I'm looking forward to posting some more stuff about like being like out and about and day in the life and stuff like that. If you're not here for the vlogs or that type of content or anything like that, like don't worry, I'm gonna do some more like meal prep style stuff. I'm going to probably switch up the time that I go to the gym one more time to see if we can squish it into our new schedules, and we'll go from there. And I'm very excited to do that. So hopefully there'll be more. I want to create a more like dynamic workout system, because like I like what I have now. I feel like it's a great like foundation, a great base, a great thing to build up from. But I do want lots of tips, tricks, whatever you got up your sleeve of workouts, how to's, proper form, all those things. hydration, nutrition. You know, I'm so green in this, haha, literally. But I'm so new to all of this, like for like the millionth time in my life, that I am so open to anything and everything. So if you guys have any advice or things that worked for you, things you want to share, how you stay motivated, whatever it is, like let me know and plop them down in the comments on whatever video that tickles your pickle. And that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.